air transport and sea transport, which one is better for Amazon FBA shipping? I'm Feng Chen, and I help people by sharing my marketing and business advice. If you are an Amazon FBA seller and you are currently sourcing your product in China, so you may have a question in mind: should I use the air transport or sea transport for my shipment? In this video, I'm gonna let you know what are the differences between air transport and sea transport. I'll let you know what factors should we consider when we are choosing the shipping method. Also, I'll give you some examples of products that is suitable for each shipping. If you would like to learn more about this topic and the other business tips, be sure to subscribe my YouTube channel and click the ring button. So let's get started. First of all, why it is so important to choose the right shipping method for Amazon FBA? The reason is because using different shipping method is gonna impact your profit margin. It will also affect the pace of your Amazon sales and restock. It is about getting the balance point between cost and the time, because the faster you are getting, the more price you are gonna pay. So let's dive right in. Let's start with air shipping. So what is the advantage of air shipping? The main advantage of air shipping is fast, lower risk of damage, and easy to track. It is good for the product that has higher value. And if you are in a rush, you are in a rush to restock your Amazon inventory, then you definitely need to consider air shipping over sea shipping. Besides your product that has a higher value and you are in a rush, you need the urgency delivery. What are the other factors that you should consider when you are picking air shipping? One factor that you can consider is their weight and size. It is suitable for small and lightweight products because air transport is more expensive for larger and heavier products. Let me give you some examples of products. The first one is electronics. To be more specific, it is the electronics that are small and has high value, such as laptops, smartphones, tablets, and cameras. The second type of product that is suitable for air shipping, it is fashion accessory, such as jewelries, watches, sunglasses, because these items are typically small and lightweight, making them easy to ship. The next type of product that is suitable for air shipping is medical supplies, such as medical equipment. They are often time sensitive and require careful handling. Air transport is going to be a good option for this type of product, as it is the fastest way to get them to their destination. The next type of product is gifts and souvenir. Gifts and souvenir are often small and lightweight, making them ideal for air transport. These items are also often high value, so the transportation is going to be a good way to ensure they arrive safely at their destination. So let's discuss our next shipping method, which is sea shipping. So what is the advantage of using sea transport or sea shipping? The advantage is low cost, and it has the ability to handle larger shipments. It is good for products that are not time sensitive. So let's say you are preparing your stock, your inventory for next quarter or next season, right? So in this situation, you may not be in rush. So you can just take your time and then choose a low cost method. This way you are able to maintain a better profit margin. It is also suitable for products that are bulky or heavy, and products that are not sensitive to temperature. I'm going to give you some examples. The first one is Clothing and accessory, they are usually not fragile and they can withstand for a long shipping time. Clothing are very seasonal, so usually seller, they will prepare for the next quarter or next season, right? So the clothing is very suitable for sea transport. The next type of product that is suitable for sea transport is home goods. Home goods such as furniture, appliance, and decoration are very suitable for sea transport. Why is that? The reason is because these items, they are often very bulky and they don't have a very high value. Because of the product size and the bulky weight, it is generally very difficult to make any profit if you try to ship it by air. The next type of product is toys and games. So why toys and games are also suitable for sea transport? The reason is that toys and games are usually shipped in large volume. It could, be a couple containers, right, for a single shipment. The second reason is that toys and games, they are more durable, right, because of their packaging. So it has lesser risk of damage, which makes this product suitable for sea transport for a long distance. Stationery and office supplies. So examples such as pen, pencil, binder. This type of products, they are not fragile, right? They are usually not in urgency. Also, they can withstand pretty well, a long distance delivery. So the risk of getting damaged, is pretty low during sea transport. So now you have got some good ideas of what type of products are suitable for air transport or sea transport. Let's sum up some factors that we should consider when we are choosing the shipping method. The first one is the size and weight of the product. Just to remember, the larger and heavier your product, the better using sea transport because it costs much less. The second factor is risk of damage. So if your product required, extra handling, it needs to be carefully protected. This type of product usually would be sea transport because when the product is on the sea, right, it tends to have more stable environment than the air transport. The next factor is the urgency of the product. So say if your product requires urgency delivery, then you definitely want to choose air transport. But if you are just preparing, you are just trying to restock for next quarter or next season, in this situation, you would like to choose sea transport because this shipping method is going to bring you the best profit margin. The next factor is the value of the product. So you always remember, the longer the transit time, the higher the risk of damage and loss. If you've got a high value product, you really don't want it to be throwing on the sea, right, on the ship for 60 days. Then, in this situation, just pick air transport. The nature of the product. So, is your product fragile or perishable, right? These factors also influence the choice of the shipping method. Shipping cost. So, the cost for air shipping usually is many times of the sea transport. So, but it also, can change over time, right? So let's say in a certain month, right, the cost of the air transport is going down. In a situation, right, you may consider air transport, right, in that period. Okay, so now let's go to our last factor, which is delivery time. The need of delivery time really depends on different sellers, different situations. If you are, in a rush in restocking your inventory, especially the Amazon FBA inventory, right? Then you definitely need to consider air transport. But if your company only restock every quarter or every season, in this situation you can just use sea transport because the frequency of your shipment is gonna be only 3-4 times a year, right? So you can just plan things ahead of time. So it really depends on your business nature. So that is it. Before we wrap this video, I would like to hear your comments. Comment below and share your experience with others. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.